the first speaker from the portion of the program that's called Distribution, New Vistas, New Visions. Where are we going now? Once we translate the texts, how do we get them into people's hands? How do we get them in front of people's eyes? This is the next topic. And the first speaker is Madalena Tan Mujie. If you were here for the 50th anniversary, you got a chance to listen to Madalena talk about what it was like to take refuge with the Venerable Master at age 11 in Hong Kong. Back when Shifu first started doing his teaching, Madalena's whole family drew near. She has carried her interest in translating and publishing texts to China, and as we heard a little bit from Dharma Master Heng Yin's introduction, this has proven to be spectacular results. So let's ask Madalena to tell us about what's going on distributing sutras in China.
I was looking at the time. Oh, I don't have to speak. But
sorry, no escape.
I know. With Dharma Master Shu here, I guess I cannot go anyplace. Well, ever since I met our Shifu, Dharma Master Xuanhua in Hong Kong, and I have never seen him stop lecturing or teaching us about Buddha Dharma. So I remember, as you see, have you heard from Dharma Master Chi earlier, that she said right after they took the full precept coming back from Taiwan, and then Shifu told them to start doing the translation. But although in the beginning they translate everything in English and then work just with the Americans, but I also remember Shifu told them they have to work with the Chinese, because eventually, although he brought the Dharma to the West, but eventually should go back to China or to the Asian country. In 1995, just before Shifu left us, and he specially instructed us, I was there. He said, because I was working in China during those times, and every time I came back and I would report to Shifu about China. And then so he said, try your best to bring the true Dharma back to China. So because hearing this, and at that time I didn't really understand, but then later on I do. So that's why I said we follow the instruction of the Venerable Master in determination to transmit the original and correct teachings of the Buddha. Okay, as you heard Dharma Master Shu said a little while ago, you know, some of those elder Buddhists will tell you, the elder Buddhist master will tell you, don't touch the sutra, right? But that's not Shifu. So that's why I just happened to have a chance to bring Shifu's Dharma back to China, and that is the true Dharma. And of course now is widely welcome in China. And you will see later on that I will show you that the books that we publish in China is up to now is still the top 10 sale. Okay, this is okay, this is the slide that when we first begin in 2006, and you see Dharma Master Shu and Dharma Master Yun signing the contract with the publisher in Beijing. And that was in March 2006. And in the beginning, the publisher wasn't really that enthused about publishing our books, because they heard about Wan Fe Cheng, they heard about Xuanhua Sangren, but they are wondering whether that will go. But anyway, finally he decided, and give us a chance. Okay, the next one. And these are the first 3 books that we published in 2006. And so they did try their best to get it out in time for our first trip to visit in China. So this was out in the market in September 2006. And you see this slides is that we offer our first prints to Dharma Master Yi Cheng, and he's the Elder Master and also the President of the China Buddhist Association. And also, later on, we also offer our first prints to some of the well-known places, especially like the Lingguang Shi, that is where the Buddha's tooth ceremony was held, and also the Historical Culture Museum in Beijing. And then you will see the next few slides is all about how we offer our books, introduce our books in China to some of these well-known monasteries. And the word really spread out is after the publisher display our books and introduce our books in their booth during the International Book Fair held in Beijing, also in 2007. Well, here's some of the monastery that we distribute our books to them free and introduce to them about our books. Here's another, and we cover quite many provinces. And these are the major monasteries in all different provinces. But then we also distribute our books to some of the rural areas. Like for instance, in Heilongjiang, Inner Mongolia, Xinjiang, and Gansu. And these are the books that we published in 2007. And right now, even up to today, the Earth Store Bodhisattva Sutra is still the top 10 sale. And these are the bilingual books. Some people may wonder, since we publish the books in China, why do we do the bilingual? Actually, in China, nowadays, a lot of the younger generation, they are very interested in Buddhism because they need their spiritual food, okay? And, you know, in China now, a lot of the younger generation, even like they are only in 30s or even early 30s, they will become like the CEO or even abbess. But then, they don't have anything to feed their spiritual part of the body. So they want to investigate into something that can help them. And also, especially for the students in university. And some of them, they want to learn other than Chinese, but they also want to learn English. So that's why the bilingual book were out for just not even 3 months, and all our books are gone. And unfortunately, at that time, we got the permit to publish the bilingual book. Not after that, we didn't have the permit. So not until later on. Okay. Next one. And we try again in different form, and this is in 2008. Other than just the books, we have Sifu's voice in the DVD MP3 to explain the sutra. So a lot of people just listen to Sifu's voice is already feel so blessed, and eventually they became Sifu's disciple by bowing 10,000 times. they consider themselves as Shifu's disciple. And this is 2009 that we published both the paperbacks and the hardbacks of the Lotus Sutra. Of course, this is a very huge work for our Dharma masters, especially Dharma Master Heng Yun and also Dharma Master Jing Guo. They work very hard for, because all these books, although we already have it in traditional characters, but since we have to publish it in China, we have to redo a lot of the text, and we have to change it into simplified characters, and also we have to really edit it in order that we don't have anything that we don't want China to think that we are slandering or we are talking about somebody's, So that's why we have to do a lot of work for our books in China. And we also thank Dharma Master Heng Lun. She spent a lot of time to redo the audio tape and change it into a DVD MP3 for the Lotus Sutra. And in order to match with the set that we publish, so we also put the DVD MP3 into like a book form. So this is her hard work. And as you see, the Buddhist song by Dharma Master Shure, and we also published in China in 2009. This is another big one, is the Surangama Sutra with Shifu's commentary. And we also publish it both in hardback and paperbacks. The reason we do that, because in China, there are some people, they love to read our sutra, except some of them, they may not have enough money to pay for the hardbacks. That's why we also publish it in paperbacks, because it will be much cheaper. But then, like the libraries of universities in China, they prefer our hardbacks, so they can keep it in the library. And this is the catalog of the publisher. And because ever since they signed a contract with us to publish Shifu's books, and it's been a very good sale for them. And so in 2001, they list us on the second page of their catalog about all the books that we have published with them. And this is the latest work that we just had it out, and that is also the one of the chapter in Surangama Sutra, and also Shifu explained about the Surangama mantra. And this is the beginning of the series of the Avatamsaka, and that is the preface, the explanation of the Avatamsaka Sutra. And how do we distribute our books? Most of our books distributed by the publisher, and they will send it out to the major bookstores in the major cities. So most people can buy our books from the major bookstores. And even they cannot afford to buy our books, they be able to just sit in the bookstore and read our books. And also, they will put it out in websites and also online selling. And the most important part is they join the International Book Fair every other years, because that's only held every other years. And whatever amount they printed, they will give us copyright fee, and we will collect the copyright fee from them. And we also do our own distribution. And our own distribution is free because some of the rural area in China, they cannot go to some of those major bookstores. But then yet they want to have Shifu's book. So we also send our books to the monastery other than the major cities, monastery, and also in the rural areas. And we also send our books to the major universities' library. Nowadays, majority of the major university library has our books. And they did send their gratitude or their appreciation to us. And also, we have lay volunteers in China to help storage and shipping. And these are small quantity because like sometimes some monastic, they will send us an email and ask for a copy because they cannot get to any of those major bookstores or any major monasteries. Like for instance, some people in Gansu or Xinjiang or even Inner Mongolia, they will send us email and ask for a copy. And so we are lucky that we have some lay volunteers in China to help us to ship those ship the books to those requests for it. And this is the works that needs to be done for 2012 to 2018. Okay, from end of this year, the prologue of the Avatamsaka Sutra with Shifu's commentary will be out probably around October. And the Surangama Sutra with the excerpts of the Master's commentary in Korean language. Probably some of you don't know about this because this was just started last year. And the translator who learn about our books is through his trip to China. When he was sent to China to stay there for 7 years, he found some of Shifu's book. And after he read it, he was so amazed and he vowed that he will help do the translation in Korean language so we can publish it in Korea. And that's how it started. So he contacted us and then asked us to give him the permission. So last year, Dhamma Master Yun and Dhamma Master Jingguo and me, we went to Korea and we discussed it with the publisher, and so they agreed to publish our books. And this book, this Surangama Sutra, will be out in September, just before their national holiday for the August moon, because they said before the holiday, if the book's out in the market, then they will have much better sale. They also want to invite us to join in for the distribution in Korea. So I'm planning a trip to Korea, probably with some monastics from DRBA and lay people from DRBA to witness this special edition. Because in Korea, most of the Korea Sutra, although they have the Surangama Sutra also, but the commentary is in the old Chinese classic. For the younger generation, they cannot understand. And they like our Shifu's commentary because it's so easy to understand, so simple. And so that's why the publisher is willing to publish our book. And also in 2013, we plan to publish bilingual Surangama Sutra and also the bilingual Chan book and the Medicine Buddha Sutra with Shifu's commentary. And a general explanation of Song of Enlightenment also will be published in China in 2013. But other than that, in Korea, they also already translating another book of ours. It's a Chan series. I don't know the English name for that, but anyway, in Chinese, 打破虚空明心地, and also the Chan Shu. And anyway, they are translating it now. After they finish translation, they will send it to us and then ask us to certify it, and then will be published next year. And also, the Avatamsaka Sutra with Shifu's commentary is scheduled to be published from 2013 to 2018. And this is a very hard work, and we thank especially Dhamma Master Hang Long, and she really spent a lot of time doing the work, transferred from the audio tapes to the text. And this is the future publication in Asian country. And other than we will continue our work in China, and also we hope to continue our work in Korea. And also we are developing the possibility to publish and circulate the sutras with Shifu's commentary and books in Japanese language in Japan. This is also because one of the lay person from Japan, and she was sent to China to a Japanese branch company. And also, she happened to see Shifu's book. And she really, that's the way she told me. She said, I was really awakened. I didn't know Buddhism is so good. Not until I read your Shifu's book. And that's why she also vowed that she will do the translation and also will try to publish it and circulate it in Japan. And this is our future publication. And I know my time is up. Anyway, I'm glad. Well, so other than all this, you know, like all the other previous speakers say, we need translator, we need volunteers to help in editing, proofreadings, and everything, especially in Korean language and also in Japanese language. And thank you.